Butuan, officially the City of Butuan and often referred to as Butuan City, is a highly urbanized city in the Philippines. The city is the regional center of the Caraga Region. It is located at the northeastern part of the Agusan Valley, Mindanao, sprawling across the Agusan River. It is bounded to the north, west and south by Agusan del Norte, to the east by Agusan del Sur and to the northwest by Butuan Bay. According to the 2010 census, it has a population of 309,709 people. Butuan City was the capital of the province of Agusan del Norte until 2000, when Republic Act 8811 transferred the capital to Cabadbaran City. Etymology: the name Butuan is believed to have originated from the sour fruit locally called batuan. Other etymological sources say that it comes from a certain Datu Buntuan, a chieftain who once ruled over areas of the present-day city. History Old Butuan Butuan, before its colonization, was known as the Rajahnate of Butuan, an Indianized kingdom known for its metallurgic industry and sophisticated naval technology. The Rajahnate flourished at the 10th and 11th centuries CE, and had an extensive trade network with the Champa civilization and the Srivijayan Empire. Ontario, 1001 CE, the Rajahnate had established contact with the Song dynasty of China. The annual Songshi recorded the appearance of a Butuan mission at the Chinese imperial court, and the Rajahnate was described as a small Hindu country with a Buddhist monarchy, which had a regular trade connection with Champa. The mission, under a Raja named Kailing, asked for equal status in court protocol with the Champa envoy, but ultimately was denied by the imperial court. However, under the reign of Sri Bhatta Shah, the diplomatic equality was eventually granted to the kingdom, and as a result the diplomatic relations of the two nations reached its peak in the Yuan dynasty. Evidence of these trading links are in the discovery of 11 barangay boats around Ambangan and Barangay Libertad, which was described as the only concentration of archaeological, ancient, ocean-going boats in Southeast Asia. Other evidences of the post are the discovery of a village in Libertad that specializes in gold, deformed skulls similar to reports in Sulawesi, and the discovery of many artifacts by locals and treasure hunters. Colonial period in March 31, 1521, an Easter Sunday, Ferdinand Magellan ordered a mass to be celebrated. This was officiated by Friar Pedro Valderrama, the Andalusian chaplain of the fleet, the only priest then. Another priest, the French Bernard Calmet, had been marooned at Patagonia with Juan de Cartagena for being implicated in the mutiny at Puerto San Julio. Conducted near the shores of the island, the Holy First Mass marked the birth of Roman Catholicism in the Philippines. Raja Colambu and Sir were said to be among the first natives of the soon-to-be Spanish colony to attend the Mass among other Mazur inhabitants, together with visitors from Butuan who came with the entourage of Colambu, King of Butuan. Controversy has been generated regarding the holding of the first Mass, whether it was held in Limazur, late in Majao, Butuan City, in the Hadenal made up of barangays Pinamangkulan and Bangkazi Sai Butuan, in the latest discovered site in between Agusan del Sur and Caraga del Sur, the small barangay of Barobo, or elsewhere. It is sure, however, that Ferdinand Magellan did not drop anchor by the mouth of Agusan River in 1521 and hold Mass to commemorate the event, which was held at Mazur, an island separate from 1521 Butuan, which, in the geographical conception of Europeans who wrote about it, was a larger entity than what it is now. Antonio Pigafetta, who wrote an eyewitness account of Magellan's voyage, described in text and in map a Butuan that stretched from today's Sragay up to the top edge of Zamboanga del Norte. The first municipal election in Butuan took place in March 1902 in accordance with Public Law No. 82, which coincided with the American occupation of the place. During the Japanese occupation of the Philippines in World War II, Butuan was razed to the ground when local guerrilla forces attacked the enemy garrison on March 12, 1943 in the Battle of Butuan. In 1945, the Philippine Commonwealth troops in Butuan together with the recognized guerrillas attacked the Japanese forces during the Battle of Agusan. On October 20, 1948, still recovering from the war, the entire municipality was ruined by a fire. Modern era by the late 1940s to the 1970s, Butuan's industry specialized in timber, earning it the nickname, Timber City of the South. The plentiful trees of the area invited many investors to the city, and inspired then Congressman Marcos M. Carlo to file a bill elevating Butuan for cityhood. On August 2, 1950, this was passed, converting Butuan into a city. However, by the early 1980s, the logging industry of the city began to decline, although the city was still an economic haven to many investors. The city's main income by the time frame and until this day depended on small and medium business, and large-scale projects by investors. In February 7, 1995, the city was reclassified from a chartered city to a highly urbanized city. 16 days later, on February 23, the region of Caraga was created by virtue of Republic Act 7901, with Butuan as its regional center, and the provincial capital of Agusan del Norte. In 2000, Republic Act 8811 formally transferred the capital of Agusan del Norte from Butuan to Cabadbaran, however most provincial offices are still located in the city. Geography: Butuan City has a land area of 81,662 hectares, which is roughly 4.1% of the total area of the Caraga Region. The existing land use of the city consists of the following uses: agriculture areas, forest land, grass pasture land and other uses. Of the total forest land, 105 km 2 is production forest areas while 167.5 km 2 is protection forest areas. The forest land, as mentioned earlier, comprised both the production and protection forest. The classified forest is further specified as production forest and protection forest. In the production forest, industrial tree species are mostly grown in the area. The protection forest, on the other hand, is preserved to support and sustain necessary ecological performance. Included in this are the watershed areas in Tagbo, which is the main source of water in the area. The city is endowed with swamplands near its coastal area. These swamp areas are interconnected with the waterways joined by the Agusan River. Most of the swamplands are actually mangroves that served as habitat to different marine species. Filling material needs of the city are extracted usually from the riverbank of Tagbo River. Others are sourced out from promontories with special features and for special purpose. The fishing ground of Butuan is the Butuan Bay, of which 2 coastal barangays are located. It extends some 2 kilometers to the sea and joins the Bohol Sea. These are the barangays of Lumbokan and Majau. Climate barangays Butuan is subdivided into 86 barangays, of which 15 are urban and 71 are rural. Demographics: with a total population of 309,709 in the census of May 1, 2010, it has an average density of 380 persons per km2, higher than the regional average density of 101 persons per km2. Economy: Butuan City is the commercial, industrial, and administrative center of Caraga Region. It is a strategic trading hub in northern Mindanao with major roads connecting it to other main cities in the island such as Davao, Cagayan de Oro, Malaybalay, Saragay, and soon, Tandag. It hosts one of the busiest airports in the country, the Bangkasi Domestic Airport, serving around 525,000 passengers in 2012. Cebu Pacific and Philippine Airlines are flying to and from Butuan City. Meanwhile, the nearby Nasipit International Port and in-city Majau Port are providing for its shipping and cargo needs. The total number of businesses registered in 2013 was 9,619, reflecting a growth of 9.86% and almost 3 times that of the next major Caraga city. New businesses registered numbered 2,032 with a combined capitalization of P504,598,667, an expansion of 75.63 from 2012. As further proof of its dynamic economy, Butuan City's local income reached P330,510,000 in 2013, besting other major cities in the country. By 2014, Its local income is expected to reach P513,870,000.00 or register a growth of 55%. And total income will be P1,515,970,000. Butuan City was ranked 4th and 16th most competitive city for the years 2012 and 2014 by the National Competitiveness Council of the Philippines. More than 260 financial institutions are operating in the city, such as Metro Bank, BDO, Bank of the Philippine Islands, Land Bank, Philippine National Bank, China Bank, East West Bank, RCBC, Union Bank, Security Bank, and Maybank. Rural banks are also expanding aggressively. Based on a report from PDIC, total savings deposit in Butuan City amounted to P18,944,854,000, comprising 45% of the total deposits in Caraga Region. The Bangko Sentral NG Pilipinas opened its regional office here to take advantage of the vibrant gold trading industry in the region. Insurance companies, led by Philam Life, are also present in the city. The city's major agricultural produce are rice, bananas, coconuts, poultry, shrimp, and milkfish. Its key industries include rice milling, food processing, wood processing, furniture, fuel distribution, shipbuilding, and construction. The manufacturing sector will soon get a boost as an industrial park is currently being developed. Butuan has also proven to be a haven for renewable energy, with investments in solar and hydroelectric power generation pouring in the city. Butuan is also fast becoming a cosmopolitan city. Currently, there are 3 major commercial centers catering its populace. These are Robinson's Place Butuan, Pure Gold Price Club, and Quezano Mall. Leading mall developer, SM, is expected to break ground in early 2015. High-end real estate developers, such as Philinvest and Vista Land, have started their residential projects in the city. The A. Brown Group is also developing another exclusive community with a 9-hole golf course. More low and medium-cost housing projects are sprouting in the outskirts of the city, evident of the city's strong market for shelter. Famous food brands have also opened shops in the city, such as Jollibee, McDonald's, Chowking, Greenwich, Mangonazal, Red Ribbon, Goldilocks, Jerry's Grill, Max's, and Bo's Coffee. As for the telecommunications infrastructure of the city, Smart Communications, Globe Telecom, and Bantel are able to serve its ever-growing needs. Precolonial economy equals, Butuan City is becoming one of the highlights of the tourism programs in the Philippines, as more and more people, both local and foreign, are discovering the wonders and secrets of this ancient and beautiful city. It is customary for any traveler to learn a little bit of history concerning the place that will be visited, and the history of Butuan City is one of the most fascinating. Unlike other lands whose development only began during the Spanish colonization, Butuan was already a progressive and full-fledged city centuries before the arrival of the Spaniards. Historical records show that as early as the 10th century, the local people were already engaged in trade and commerce with other nations and cultures, like the Champa and the Sriwijaya peoples of Java, Indonesia. This is confirmed by the unearthing of several artifacts such as boats used for plying their trade. During the Spanish and American occupation, Butuan continued to make progress and the number of people who were settling increased steadily. A large number of its inhabitants were converted to Christianity, and in fact one of the issues is whether the first Mass was actually held in the city. Wood industry World War II caused an almost complete destruction of the city. Devastated by bombings, the place was totally scorched in 1943 following the uprising by Filipino rebels against the occupying forces. By 1945, the city was liberated. The economic growth of Butuan City began during the early 1960s, mainly due to the production and shipping of wood to neighboring cities. This spurred on economic activity that today the city is recognized as one of the most urbanized places in Mindanao. As with other emerging cities in Mindanao, tourism plays an important role in the evolution and progress of Butuan City. One of the sites not to be missed is the Balangay Shrine Museum. The top attraction here are the 9 wooden boats that have been recovered by archaeologists. These boats are said to be over 1,000 years old. They are more than 30 feet in length and some 7 feet wide. Festivities and annual celebrations. Kayamunan Festival. The Kayamunan Festival is celebrated every third Sunday of January in celebration of the city patron Sinisto. Near ±0. This celebration is a Butayanan version of the Sinulog Festival of Cebu City. Kayamunan is a Lumad term which means gathering. Barangay Balanghay Festival. Butuan celebrates its annual fiesta, the Barangay Festival, for the celebration of the city patron Saint Joseph every whole month of May, with the exact feast day of Saint Joseph on May 19. The city holds many events such as Summer League Basketball Championship Games, Thanksgiving Mass, and more. Butuan Festival. The newest festival is a feast day celebration of Saint Joseph, patron of Butuan, which is held every May 19. This was created last 2013 as replacement to Barangay Festival during the specific date. Both festivals will still celebrate the feast of Saint Joseph, with Butuan focus on the church activities while Barangay will focus on the city government activities. Cultural Festival. The Cultural Festival Tourism Consciousness is a week-long celebration that lasts from the last week of July up to August 2 in celebration of the Charter Day of Butuan. Abayan Festival. The Abayan Festival, a part of the Cultural Festival, is held in celebration of Saint Anne, patroness of Agusan River, which is celebrated every last Sunday of July. Palagsing Festival. Palagsing is a local delicacy popularly made in Banza, one of the old poblacion of Butuan City. The popularity of making palagsing in Banza is attributed to the abundance of lumbia, where unna or lumbia starch is harvested from the palm tree. Another popular ingredient is young coconut meat. The mixture of unna, young coconut and brown sugar make palagsing moist and chewy. They are delicately wrapped by banana leaves and are boiled for 30 minutes to create the soft consistency of palagsing. The Palagsing Festival usually held on Adlorhong Butuan celebration every second day of August. Adlorhong Butuan. Adlorhong Butuan is the Charter Day celebration of Butuan, which includes a Thanksgiving Mass, motorcade, Palagsing Festival, street party recognitions of outstanding Butayanans and city government employees night. Unna Festival. The Unna Festival is usually held on Adlorhong Bantas celebration every third or fourth week of June. Tourism and attractions. Natural wonders. Agusan River. The Agusan River is the widest and most navigable river in Mindanao. Natives who live on the banks of this river pay tribute to their patroness, Senora Station. Ana every last Sunday of July and the Abayan Festival. Mount Mayapay, looming southwest of the Agusan Valley, is this majestic mountain plateau. It rises to 2,214 feet above sea level. Mount Mayapay got its name from the ancient Majapahit Empire. The history behind the Srivijaya period bears much meaning and influence of Butuan's prehistoric and archaeological discoveries. Man-made, Ramon Magsaysay Bridge. The old Magsaysay Bridge in Butuan, an arch-type steel bridge built during the early 60s, spans the mighty Agusan River. For years this bridge served as a lone vital conduit of the city to the rest of Mindanao Island until its new more modern pair came at the site unregistered trademark southern side. The bridge links the main urban centre to eastern suburbs of Ban and Ampayon. Barangay boats. The balangays are ancient boats that were found in Butuan. They were excavated in the Barangay Shrine, across the Majao River from Bud Promontory. He played a major role in Butuan because Butuan was, and still is, a port city. Since its discovery, the balangays have become an icon of Butuan. The KNG Pinoy, Incorporated recreated the Barangay boats and have sailed it as part of their project, the Barangay Voyage. So far they have only sailed around Southeast Asia. They are planning to sail around the world. Barangay Shrine Museum. The Barangay Shrine Museum, located in Brgy. Libertad, lays the graveyard of the Barangay one dated 320 AD or 1688 years old. The Barangay Shrine Museum is located at Balanghay, Libertad, Butuan City. This wooden plank-built and edge-pegged boats measured an average of 15 meters in length and 3 meters wide across the beam. To date, 9 barangays have already been discovered in Ambangan, Libertad. 3 have been excavated and others are still in sight. National Museum. This museum is the repository of historical and cultural materials and artifacts that proves Butuan's prehistoric existence and rich cultural heritage. There are 2 exhibit galleries. The Archaeological Hall and Ethnological Hall. Specimens of stone crafts, metal crafts, wood crafts, potteries, goldsmith, burial coffins, and other archaeological diggings are exhibited. At the Ethnological Hall are exhibits of contemporary cultural materials the Butayanan or every Filipino famata used for a living. Gingorna Park. Gingorna Park is the native name for that park. Changes of government, however, resulted in a change of name to Rizal Park. It was contended that Rizal went there and that they named the park after him. Recently, the government of Butuan City headed by Mayor Amonte reconstructed the park and put the name back to Gingorna, as it was he who donated the said park some decades past. Delta Discovery Park. Delta Discovery Park is a newly opened zipline in Butuan. Delta Discovery Park is at Brgy. Bonbon, Butuan City. A hidden paradise in the heart of the city, it is also known as the longest zipline in Mindanao and in Asia with a length of 1.3 kilometers. But Promontory Eco Park, this historic hill is believed to have been the site where Magellan and his men celebrated the first Catholic Mass on Philippine soil and erected a cross when he landed in Mazor on March 31, 1521. The highest elevation nearest the seaside village of present-day Majao, But is a wooded area at a bend in the Majao River, overlooking Butuan Bay and ancient Butuan as well as the serpentine Majao River. Today, the indigenous Hadlayati tree abound, lording over a colonial nursery and tree park, amidst fish ponds and archaeological treasures. According to the chronicles of Spanish historian Pigayata, the event took place in the afternoon of March 31, 1521 after the Easter Mass was celebrated in the morning of the same date. 2 Butuan brother kings attended these Easter ceremonies. Pigayata also noted the surrounding fields and balanghay boats on the bay that could be seen from the hill. The Eco Park was established to provide the people of Butuan and its visitors a place to rekindle the past amidst a relaxing natural setting. Local government. The local government of Butuan City is headed by an elected city mayor and is considered to be the local chief executive of the city. He exercises the general supervision and control over all programs, projects, services, and activities of the city government. He is then accompanied by the law-making body of the city which is called, the Sangguniang Panlungsod, headed by the elected city vice-mayor as the presiding officer, together with 10 elected Sangguniang Panlungsod members and the president of the Liga Ngmga Barangay as an ex officio member. City officials Elected officials 2013 Euro 2016, Executive, Mayor, Dr. Ferdinand M. Amonte, Jr. Vice Mayor, Angelo Victor Escalo, Presiding Officer, Legislative, 13th Sangguniang Panlungsod members, Samuel Allen M. Amonte, Rima E. Berdios, Ramon P. Karampatana, Jaime M. Sembrano, Jr. Ryan Anthony B. Kalima, Erwin L. Dano, Ferdinand E. Nalcott, Virgilio G. Neri, Jr. Sergio C. Pascual, Derek A. Plaza, Nestor D. Amora. Barangay Council Association of Barangay Captains, President, Nestor D. Amora, Vice President, vacant position, Sangguniang Cabadbaran Federation, President, empty position, Vice President, empty position. Note: due to the postponement of Sangguniang Cabadbaran elections in 2013, there was no set of SK chairperson for each barangay. Hence, there was no election of officers for the Sangguniang Cabadbaran Federation Butuan City chapter. The positions, thus, will remain vacant until SK elections will be held again. Education. Being the regional center of Caraga, Butuan is also the region's center of education. There are 2 universities in the city. The first, Father Saturnino Urios University, a privately run school founded by Fr. Urios on 1901. The second, the Caraga State University, main campus, formerly known as the Northern Mindanao State Institute of Science and Technology, is a state-run school founded in 1918. They are among the top 2 performing universities in the region. Butuan City is known for its education competence. Proof of these are in awards earned. Teachers and school staff of the Butuan Central Elementary School, Butuan City Sped Center and Agusan National High School have large-scale exposure to specialization techniques, as well as seminars and workshops to complement, with partnerships like Philippine-Australia Project on Basic Education. There are also Chinese schools in the city like the Timber City Academy and Butuan Faith Christian School. National high schools include the Agusan NHS, Tungay NHS, San Vicente NHS, Libertad NHS and Ampayon Islands. The city is also home of the Butuan City School of Arts and Trades, a specialization school in the fields of arts and in vocational courses. As an education hub, Butuan has colleges with a variety of courses. Examples are the Agusan College, Incorporated, AMA Computer Learning Center, Butuan Doctors College, STI College, Butuan, St. Joseph Institute of Technology, Agusan Business and Arts Foundation, Agusan Institute of Technology, Asian College Foundation, Bullitt Institute of Technology, Butuan, Butuan City Colleges, Butuan City Liga College, Corgesu Computer College, Eliza Aracoa Memorial Northern Mindanao School of Midwifery, Further Urias Institute of Technology of Ampayon, Incorporated, Grandview College, Holy Child Colleges of Butuan City, Philippine Electronics and Communication Institute of Technology, St. Peter College Seminary, and the Sunrise Christian College Foundation of the Philippines. Big private universities like the Ateneo University and De La Salle University have expressed to put up local branches. Iglesia Ni Cristo-owned New Era University confirmed that right after their centennial celebration in Bulacan, they will push through with their NEU branches nationwide, including one to be in Purok 8, BRGY. Ampayon. Other schools include the Rainbow of Angels Learning Center, Solid Rock Shiloh Mission Academy, Ampayon Central Elementary School, Angelica Montessori School, Butuan Christian Community School, Florencio Ashibayan Central Elementary School, Libertad Central Elementary School, Obrero Elementary School, and the Onaya Central Elementary School. Infrastructure equals transportation equals air. The Butuan National Airport, called Bangkasi Airport, serves the general area of Butuan City, located in the province of Agusan del Norte in the Philippines. It is the only airport in the province and largest in the Caraga Region. The airport is classified as a trunkline airport, or a major commercial airport, by the Air Transportation Office, a body of the Department of Transportation and Communications that is responsible for the operations of not only this airport but also of all other airports in the Philippines except the major international airports. It also serves more than 400,000 travelers yearly, that includes 250,000 local and foreign tourists. Butuan National Airport can also accommodate 5 to 10 flights a day, including large number of aircraft via Cebu Pacific and Philippine Airlines operated by PAL Express. As a regional commercial and economic hub, the port of Majao is Butuan Seaport. It was built to avoid having the city depend on the port of Nasipit, Agusan del Norte. The said port will be having more expansion and development to become a seaport with international standards in the region and in Mindanao. Land. The main modes of transportation within the city proper is the orange tricycle, which can accommodate up to 6 or 7 passengers. Another mode of transportation is the small type jeepneys or multi-cab vehicles with a seating capacity of at least 15 passengers via fixed routes going to big barangays such as Bangkasi, Libertad, Ampayon, Los Angeles and De Oro. Jeepneys, vans and buses is also available in Jeepney Terminal, New Integrated Van Terminal and City Integrated Bus Terminal respectively, located Lanjayan Public Area. They also follow fixed routes to outlying barangays, neighboring towns, municipals, cities and provinces. Long-distance routes also include cities of Manila, Ormoc, Legazpi, Tacloban, Sarigay, Tandag, Bislig, Davao, Tagum, Cagayan de Oro, Gingoog, and soon Malaybalay. Mayor Democrito Plaza to Avenue Circumferential Road and Diosdado Macapagal Bridge. The said circumferential is a 14-kilometer diversion road from BRGY Bangkazi to the southern part of the city proper, crossing to a PP 2.1 billion Diosdado Macapagal Bridge to the main highway in Ban KM3 and in BRGY Anton Gallen. The Diosdado Macapagal Bridge is the longest bridge in Mindanao, which is 3 kilometers upstream of the old Magsaysay Bridge and provides an alternate route across the Agusan River to connect the Philippine-Japan Friendship Highway and the Butuan City Cagayan-Iligan Road. The bridge is gaining popularity as the only cable-stayed bridge with steel deck and single tower in Mindanao, and it has a total length of about 10.30 kilometers. It was during the presidency of Joseph Estrada that the project was approved, which was lobbied by the city government way back President Fidel Ramos' time to decongest the traffic of the more than 50-year-old Magsaysay Bridge and create an alternate route. However, it was President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo who approved and implemented the project. The bridge was funded through a special yen loan package from Japan Bank for International Cooperation. The project was started on May 6, 2004 and completed in May 2007. New circumferential road and 4 new bridges. The new circumferential road consists of 20-kilometer 2-lane road and 4 new bridges that connects BRGY Sumalayan to BRGY Banza, which crosses 2 small rivers before crossing to the 3rd bridge in Agusan River and connects to BRGY Attribution to BRGY Lombok and then crosses again in Majao River to reach BRGY Majao and BRGY Pinamangkulan before connecting to the National Highway in BRGY Bangkazi. The proposed circumferential road will be worth close to PP 2.9 billion. Butuan City Polo Sports Complex and Recreational Center, with new development surrounding the old unfinished sports complex facility. The city government has transferred the sports complex from the 8-hectare complex in BRGY Libertad to the 38-hectare complex in BRGY Tinawasan Ampayon. The said complex is worth P250 million for Phase I, will be one of the biggest international standard complex in the Philippines. Phase I consists of a 4,000-seater football main bleacher, a 4,000-seater basketball gymnasium, grass football field, and a rubberized track oval. Phase II will consist of a second main bleacher, an Olympic-size swimming pool, and a baseball-softball field with bleachers. Media Communication system telephone. Bayan Telecommunications, Philippine Communication, Philippine Long-Distance Telecommunication. Mobile Communications. Globe Telecom, Smart Communications, Sun Cellular. Cable companies. Signal Digital TV, Dream Satellite TV, Philippine Products Cable, Zenergy Cable. Radio and television AM stations. FM stations. Television channels and stations. Local television shows and programs. Notable people: Adelmiro Ayamonte, Senior former Executive Secretary of President Fidel V. Ramos. Former Congressman and Governor of Agusan del Norte 2nd District. Susan Fuentes, the Queen of Visayan songs. She popularized the songs like Matad Nila, Usahay, Miss Kitukun Christmas and Roses Pandan. Susan Carlo Medina, host of Travel Time and Taipong Pinoy, a cultural-oriented show aired by GMA Network in 1998. Loris Guillen, award-winning film director and actress, also the wife of the actor Johnny Delgado. Josette Campo Ortega, known as Sylvia Sanchez. She is an actress of ABS-CBN. Originally, she is from Nasipit, Agusan del Norte. Dante Javaloza Luzon, veteran anchor and broadcaster. He was the former anchor of TV Patrol Cebu, TV Patrol Southern Mindanao, News Central Davao and TV Patrol Dumaguete. Presently, he is now with CCTN Cebu as station manager. Seth Gokia, member player of the Pilipinas Aguilas, national tackle football team. Ardy Larong, small forward shooting guard of Alaska Aces in the Philippine Basketball Association. Marquis Silo, actor of GMA Network. He died so young at the age of 20 on December 7, 2008 in Antipolo City, Rizal. The cause of his death is still unknown. Carito Bukplaza She was known as the mother of Caraga Region since she was the author of the bill creating Caraga as the 17th region of the Philippines. She was also the former congresswoman of the 1st District of Butuan City. And she is currently the Brigadier General of the Armed Forces of the Philippines Reserve Force. She is also the wife of former Butuan City Mayor Figueroa Plaza, Sr. Stephanie Stefanowicz She represented Butuan in the Miss Philippines Earth 2010. In 2012, she joined Miss Philippines Earth and won the title as Miss Philippines Earth 2012 but she represented Quezon City. She grabbed the title as first runner-up in the Miss Earth 2012 pageant held in the country. Her mother is from Barangay Ampayon, Butuan City and her father is from Hamburg, Germany. Lieutenant General Hernando D. Sierra the Commanding General of the Philippine Army from 2014 present. He is not from Butuan City but an alumnus of Fr. Saturnino Urias University High School Department. Jason James D. the Grand Champion of The Voice of the Philippines Season 2. Sister Cities. Local Sisterhood Pact Coronadal City, Philippines, Baguio City, Philippines, Cebu City, Philippines, Iligan City, Philippines, Lapu-Lapu, Philippines, Malaybalay City, Philippines, Makati, Philippines, Maragusan, Compostela Valley, Philippines, Dumaguete City, Philippines. International Sisterhood Pact Adelaide, South Australia, Australia, Itakura, Gunma, Japan, Kasai, Hyogo, Japan, Kitakyushu, Fukuoka, Japan, Cebu, Romania. Gallery. See also: Agusan del Norte, Caraga, Kingdom of Butuan, Roman Catholic Diocese of Butuan, List of mayors and vice-mayors of Butuan, List of Butuan City officials. References. External links: Butuan City Government website, Butuan City Facebook page.